Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I've actually been itching to get my hands on this game. I haven't played the previous Deus Ex games, however, I've always enjoyed watching them on YouTube or watching other people play them. This will be the first one that I've actually played. I've gotten a bit of hands-on experience with the first mission before, so I'll probably speed through that and make this a first and second mission video. We'll see how long the video ends up being though, because the story cutscenes at the beginning of the game are quite long. I recorded a video for this for Walmart also separately. You guys might want to check that out. I look really fat in that video. Like, it's bad. Like, I felt bad. So I really need to fix that. But anyway, quick little tour. Story mode's what we're going to be playing. I want to make a separate video about breach mode because I actually don't know anything about it. Jensen's story seems to be some optional story content that I don't yet have access to. It's either just not available yet or it's DLC. I'm not 100% sure, so I won't comment on it. Extras has a bunch of things like interviews about the game. There's a 12-minute recap video for Human Revolution if you want to get caught up on the last game's story. I can also fill you in if you desire, at least at some point. But you'll kind of pick up little bits and pieces of it in the opening cutscene. Options, fairly standard. Different gameplay options, HUD, controls, video, audio. I do have subtitles on, don't worry. And then language, there's like 7 different languages: English, French, Italian, Dutch, Spanish, I don't know how to pronounce that, America Latina Spanish, and Portuguese. There's the same thing for text. So, and then there's the shop and Square Enix. So at the shop, there's no content. It might not be for sale yet. Okie dokie. And then Square Enix's website and anything else that you want to connect to. So we're going to go into story. Like I said, I've played through the first mission a handful of times, so we're probably going to go through it really fast. Though I'll try to explain different routes that you can take and whatnot while we're going through it. For difficulties, easy, normal, hard, and stupid is like I like to call them. Easy is basically, you know, give me a story. And normal and hard, they start taking away certain indicators on hard mode, and enemies hit harder, so you have less chances to screw up. And I never asked for this. Not only is it really hard, but if you die once, you have to start the whole game over. So you have to beat the game through once before you can even challenge this, but it's pretty ridiculous, so don't expect me to take a shot at that. I'm going to do Give Me a Challenge just because I'm not super familiar with Deus Ex, so it seems just right. For the controls, if you guys want to go through this, there's a few different options here. Personally, I can never imagine Human Revolution controls where L1 is sprint and L2 is enter cover. I'm going to stick with standard FPS controls, so, you know, that's just my preference. Yeah, like I told you, I've played through the first mission a handful of times. We're not going to watch that 12-minute recap video, but what I will do is mute the microphone while you guys enjoy the opening cutscene. I'll see you guys when we start making decisions. Be right back.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding? That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh. The undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Sing's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
Alright, for the parts where I have to make decisions, I just want to explain. I'm going to go non-lethal. I find it to personally be a lot more fun and a lot more... I feel more willing to explore that way. So, let's go non-lethal.
Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
Yeah, like that guy would stand a chance.
There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Me, I'm always a fan of the tranquilizer rifle. I've played through this a lot of times with the tranquilizer rifle, so I'm gonna stick with that one. It's more my type of weapon.
Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communication.
I know where that is. I'll be showing you where that is in this video.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this, guys. Yeah, buddy. So for the year 2029, after Back to the Future, am I the only one that every time a game or a movie puts an event like in the future, when that year comes, you're going to be like looking out for the things that they put? Like, what year was iRobot supposed to be taking place in? Will I even be alive? I don't remember. Could be 2029 for all I care. Augmented, it's honestly even more impressive than having robotic servants. The day I can get something put in my body that lets me jump out of a plane without a parachute and do that, that's a day where I'll be living life. Alright, so I'll point out where there's a few secret things in this mission. I've gone through it maybe 5 or 6 different ways now. So, controls, if you played an FPS, fairly standard. We went over those earlier, so I'm not going to take the time. One quick thing to cover, you can pick up items with square, throw them, drop them, rotate them in ridiculous ways, and you can throw them as distractions. That's a big part.
Roger that.
Alright, we're not going to use our Icarus strike there. Right here on the first mission, there's a triangle. I don't know what this actually does, but I found it one time I played through. It's a triangle core. If I hold this, I can view the entry. Triangle codes have been hidden around the game. Scan them using using your phone and the Deus Ex Universe app to access exclusive content. Oh, so if I download an app on my phone, okay, I'm not doing that. Well, if you care, it's there. For lack of a better word, if you care, that's where the first triangle code is. Alright. So bottom left, that's where all of our augments are, and that's where our augment energy is. I'm a big RPG guy, so you might hear me call it energy or mana throughout the playthrough. Anytime I use an augment, it's going to take up that energy, and I'm going to use an augment here in a minute to show you just how much energy we're talking about here. It's refillable, though, with items, so don't worry too much. Real quick, on the left is a biocell that refills energy. Hypostims refill health, and then these are just different weapons or items in my inventory. These are also my different augments that I have. Smart Vision, Glass Shielding, Cloaking, Leg Silencer, and that. Why is this not bound to anything? Smart Vision.
What's wrong?
Oh, fuck. Don't you love when a game just starts your first mission and the NPC goes, oh, fuck.
Just remember, red means bad.
Alright. We can also check out. Eventually, I'm assuming I'll be able to change this different firing patterns. I only have the one firing pattern right now. Ammo types, how much ammo I have, etc. So pressing square, knock this thing down. Now that counts as an augment, so that eats energy. So you see the energy bar in the bottom left? That's gone down now. We need to hack this terminal. Thing doesn't have power. Follow the cords. Pretty basic stuff here. Lets you know also restore power to the keypad. There's a biocell right here, thank goodness. Flip the breaker back on. That's electrical. Let's not go that way. And now we're going to hack our first terminal. You get experience points for things eventually, and you're able to, well, for all these actions and the way that you take people out and whatnot. And with those, you can upgrade skills. We're just going to go through this hacking real quick. Basically, you just need to connect the initial point, the IO port, to the registry. For this first mission, it's pretty much just go from point to point pressing X. You can fortify points to increase their security levels, but I'm not sure exactly what the benefit of that is at this point. You can also nuke an individual section, but I haven't had enough experience with it past this initial mission to know what the exact point is. So we're going to keep it stealth, L1. We're going to go into cover. We have multiple ways to go about this mission. I decided to go non-lethal, so all I'm dealing with is a tranquilizer gun. So we're going to sneak up close. And that guy on the right... So you can also see with the minimap, I have the option to just straight up go that way. We don't even have to fight these guys if we don't want to. There's a ladder up here. That guy's exploring around. And there are good reasons to explore. If I could just get up here, Jesus. I know there's actually quite a few items down in a section in that room. There's a little wall that you can hack. Well, I'm actually above the room now, so I might still be able to show you what I mean. So this room over here on the right, I can actually hack into... Well, there's a bunch of loot down here. And this guy's looking right at it. So what we're going to do... It looks like he's actually leaving. That was them almost noticing me. Alright, that's two of them out cold. So we're just going to drop in right here and check what's inside. We got some tranquilizer ammo, stun gun ammo. Now, every time you play through, it's usually pretty similar what's in here. There's always been a credit chip for me in that one. I feel like sometimes the position changes around, but I could just be remembering things poorly. There's a pistol in there. Nope, never mind. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. All the same stuff. There's another locker right here we can bust open. It's got some revolver ammo. And you could, of course, take weapons off people's corpses and stuff. Like this guy has credit chip. Not a weapon, but I'll take it. Let's bust through this wall again. Alright, climb through. Icarus landing augmentation. Just gotta hold circle. That's, of course, not the only way for me to go down here. All that was asking me if I wanted a tutorial on stealth options, which I don't. Alright. So, let's see. How do I want to handle this? Alright, let's let that guy run off. And what we're gonna do... Actually, I might be able to... I think I can save all my energy here. If I just wait for him to go up. And then I just walk past. No need to kill everyone. No need for it. They're all in there. Oh! Gotta go for them jumps. Traveler. I'm guessing these observation grids give me EXP because I got EXP for that. I didn't even notice that. I've done that before too on another playthrough. So if we turn on smart vision, I can kind of see them. I'm colorblind, so for me, even when I can see them, it's still kind of hard to actually like tell where people are. Alright, so that guy is right there. He's going down separately. We're gonna just trank all these guys. Merciful soul. Listen, only because they haven't noticed me yet am I a merciful soul. We're gonna do this entire mission non-lethal, but if I had to defend myself, I would absolutely murder everyone. And I can drag their corpses to hide them if I want. Right now, I'm not overly concerned with that.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Just keep in mind, you gotta watch. Gotta watch to see what floor they're on. If they're on the floor above, if they're not on my floor, then they'll just show up as like empty dots. As soon as they're on the same floor as me, like they are now, that's when it'll change. Oof! He almost saw me. He's looking right at the vent cover. They are all just looking right at this. Look, that guy, I mean, they did think they saw me. But Jesus, dude, come on. Oh! What? How? Hostile? How's that even possible? Damn. I've never been noticed while I'm in that vent before. Well, they know I'm here. So it might be smart to actually back away. Or... I wonder if I can... I don't know if they're like trying to stay in cover or something. Oh yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They are lighting this thing up. I have plenty of tools to deal with these guys. One of them being the fact that this is a narrow corridor. And a flashbang is not going to do much to me in that case. And the fact that they just keep lining up. They're just lining up to be put to sleep. Whoa, okay, alright, I understand. I understand. You're a little hostile to me. Alright, I get it. You're a little hostile. They're a little hostile, guys. Alright, I think that is a sleeping agent. It's gas. My question is if it'll put them to sleep. It looks like it will. Yeah. I didn't think it was deadly gas. I just knew it was gas. I can't believe that they saw me there. Jesus. What, now they're even... Oh my god, I might die. I didn't even know they could do that. Alright. Well, you wanted interesting gameplay. It's here. Things definitely got more interesting. Oof. Okay. Alright, I was gonna say, I definitely got that guy. Look away. I knew it was a flashbang. I still am in complete shock that they even could see me. Whoa, 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 dude. He's going to sleep. Also, you can see my health is recharging slowly. Whoa, this guy's just charging in. You see that guy? He's not even, like, actually shooting me. Okay, that was an awful throw. Alright, let me give myself some cover. Ready for it? Wow, I could have done that the whole time. That's an AoE gas grenade. I only had to set off the entire friggin' facility in order to do that. God, I can't believe they saw me. Well, in case you're wondering where the friggin' thing, that the optional thing is, it was up here. I was gonna make it all sneaky, but no, they had to ruin all the fun. There's still more guys up here, so I gotta be a little careful. There's 2 guys in here. Alright. They're both asleep. Well, they're both about to be asleep.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal.
Alright.
Checking the patch.
We can deactivate the signal.
Should be hearing Sing any second.
We've got how many shots left? 10 shots left? Alright, let's not waste them. Let's try and get out of here with as little notice as possible. Or being noticed as little as possible, I should say.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Miller, I've disabled the Jin's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Sing's cover will still be in.
Alright, there's a guy right there.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target.
I would like to avoid him. I should probably wait till he turns. I can make him turn. Let's see if I can do this. Throwable. Come on. Perfect. Alright, let's go into the next room. There's a guy in here too.
We're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all.
Alright, we got one last hacking to do here, and then we should be on to the final section. Let's fortify this bitch. And from that point on, it's pretty much just run through, capture all the points. Nothing too fancy. Every time you go to capture a point, there's a chance of it, that diagnostic detecting you. Also, if you directly connect to the point next to it, it'll also automatically detect. Got a few cutscenes right here, so I'm gonna shut my mouth.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. Alright, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4, in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you, shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the?
The pod has been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn. They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on
Greedy. Make it a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
Alright, so we gotta take care of these guys real quick. I am just gonna do something real cool.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought
All right.
time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, I don't think I hit any of them. Nope, actually, never mind. I don't think they noticed me. I'm gonna take the hurry the hell up and hope they don't notice me route. Oh, looks like they've noticed me. This mission, very easy to end very quickly. Just run over to the hatch. Don't even worry about those guys. Bam, pull it out, getting things done.
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all. We will merge with machines, with
When
computers.
this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! And planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
These
search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation.
Seraphim Industries closed its doors.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we cannot control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Multiple detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has tasked
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global jurisdiction. 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Paige. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure are your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order.
Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Alrighty then, I think we're going to wrap things up for this first video. I wanted to include the first and second mission, however I feel like this video is going to get a little long. Be sure to stay tuned for the second video for Deus Ex Mankind Divided, where, well, we'll be checking out the second mission. As soon as I get control here and I can ensure that I've saved, I'll be sure to hit the stop recording button. Please, ma'am, let me help.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last-minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. Could have been a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? The hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
The neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that?
Careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help. Hold on. Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Alright, I thought it was going to go into gameplay a lot quicker after that. So, on that note, everyone, thank you for watching this first video for Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Be sure to be on the lookout for that Walmart video as well. And thank you for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. Be on the lookout for the Breach video and part 2 so we can check out the second mission and see if it holds up to the standards of the first one. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time. And until then, take care.